What a good way to start a Columbus Day 2024. Today is actually Columbus Day. Yesterday it was the celebrations in New Jersey. Today, New York. It's the Columbus Day parade in New York today. So, yeah, it should be a nice day out there. It's a beautiful morning, nice and crisp. Really, really crisp day. I like cold, so I'm good with this. Even colder would be nicer. I like cold, cold, cold. Some people like warm. Some people like, hey, you know. Hello, James. How are you, sir? Good to see you this morning. Welcome, James. We've got Octavia Grace. We got James Simpson. We got Polak from across the water over there. Don McHugh. Yes, yes, yes. The lovely Delilah. We got Sean right there. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. And that's about it for now. We got 10 people up here. Good morning, Andrea. Hello there, AOV. Nice to see you. Happy Columbus Day. We are looking forward to your release today of what you were talking about. Me too, Tommy. I love the fall. Yes, yes. What time are you releasing your thing? Yeah, Columbus Day today. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It is Columbus Day. And that's what we do. We celebrate Columbus Day. It's very nice. Let me have a little sip of coffee. Get into a little conversation. Wow. You know, I got to start sipping before we start talking. We're not in a rush here. We're not going anywhere. Don't wait for it because it ain't coming. Just relax. Just have a little cup. Just have a little coffee or tea. Tommy, would you ever visit Topland? Topland. Where is Topland? Forgive me if I don't know. Lapland. Would I ever visit Lapland? Lapland. I don't know what that is. Lapland. Huh. Explain, please. Andrea, it's nice to see you. Hope you're well out there. Oh, my Lord. Nah, I don't think so. I'm good here. I'm good right where I'm at. Oh, hope the sound is good. Hold on a minute. Hope the sound is good today. Yeah, we're good. We should be good. I'm in my regular microphone. Yes. No, but no. No. I got it. Yes, I know. I was confused. Fancy Nancy, good Monday morning to you. Hope you are well. Yeah. Yep. That's what he means. That's what he means there, Octavia Grace. Yeah, threw me off for a minute. We're talking Christmas. It's Columbus Day. Got me a little confused. I love it. Oh, yeah. What a crew we got over here. Sound is good. Thank you. Yes. Delilah saying hello to Fancy Nancy. What do you got today, Stigs? I got nothing. Yes, I do have something. I do have a little something. And I'm not even doing the introduction today. But I still want to sip a little more coffee. Get the conversations flowing. Yep. Hello, Brian Crevorcier. Nice to see you. Nice to see you today. This chair's getting old. It's creeping and creaking. You can hear it creeping. Wow. This chair is squeaking as I move. CG2, good morning to you. Nice to see you back. Hope you're well today. I'm sure that you are. I'm going to be confident. We are going to be confident. AOV saying hello to CG2. Fancy Nancy saying hello to Brian. Jimmy Palumbo. Are you back at it today? How'd you do Friday night? Did you get a nice crowd? Was the club crowded down there in Atlantic City? Are you on the move today or are you off today, Jimmy? I have the day off today. Good morning, Cheech. How are you, sir? Blessings to you. Good morning. Look at this. I'm not even talking about anything. Just greeting the people. My purpose is this. My purpose is this. My breakaway from life is right here. What do I got to do here? Todd, Father, how you doing this morning? Todd, did you work last night or you had off? Friday was good. Working today. That's my man on the move. Hello, good morning, Mr. Larry Roller. I got off today. Me and little Stigs were going to mess around with the Elante. Take the top off today. Fuck around with it a little bit. He'll come around. Today it was a beautiful weekend, Jimmy Palumbo. I hope the same for you. I hope the same for everybody else. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I was with you all weekend. You were with me in the virtual way. You got out real late. Oh, you did work last night. Okay. In Jersey, a lot of companies don't open today, Columbus Day. So it's I don't know if it's a regional thing. A lot of Italian population in the area. I don't know what it is. What makes an area be off? I don't know. Bill C, you on the move this morning? Bill C, if you're on the move in the car, hello. School's open and work today. Wow. Not here. Not this area. Not this area, Fancy Nancy, over here. Belleville, Nutley, I don't think anything's going on down here. It's quiet. The DPW's off around here today. It's quiet around here today. Nothing going on. Street sweepers are now. Nothing happening. It's a chill day in Essex County. Wait, Fancy Nancy, we had you. We needed something from you last night, and it was something about did they close in Parsippany? What was it? 4 days until the weekend. What was it last night we were talking about? We needed your input last night. You weren't here, and we forgot now. I'll remember later, I guess. I don't know. Oh, okay. Now, it depends where you are, I guess, right, Sven? A lot closing in Parsippany. No, it was something, Jesus. I can't think of it, Fancy Nancy. I'm going through and around Route 10 and 46, and I'm trying to figure out what place we were talking about last night. Chill days are good, Polak. Yeah. I will, I don't know. I got to see what I'm going to do. Nothing. It's good when you don't have much. No, not an accident. No, it was about a business, and I don't know what business it was. So, not sure. Not sure what the business was. But it was late. We were on last night. We had a fun show last night. We were chilling last night over here. Yeah. Anybody that was here last night, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you know. Damn, 22 with a topic of no topics. Nice. I like it. Love to watch these numbers. I just sit here and talk. No, wasn't that. I don't know what it was. I forgot. If I think of it, I'll ask you later. What's the topic this morning? I'm dying to find out exactly. Well, you're going to have to die, you. If you're dying a slow death, you will be dead shortly because there is no topic. Well, I don't have a topic, Don. What do you want to talk about? You were here last night, Delilah. Do you remember what we were talking about? I have asked Fancy Nancy. Sunny Shorts, who I wanted to mention this morning. Very intelligent show you had today. Very intelligent show you had today, Sunny. I like that. That's all me, man. You speak with intelligence, and something good was in that message. I really enjoyed that. I shared it. I think you have like 14 channels. I think I shared it to the right channel. I think I tagged you again. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I added you at the ad thing. And Sonny, I don't listen. I don't understand this stuff. I think I did because I did some stuff for Mob Facts this morning also, and I did the and I don't know if Mob Facts got my message, but I was watching some great Mob Facts clips this morning. I wake up every day. I put 10-10 wins on is the first thing I do. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, nice. Very nice. I put 10-10 wins on the Transistor radio. I check News 12, local news. I go to the YouTubes and I find my interest of the day, what I want to learn about today, because I like to learn something new every day. I'm not redundant. I don't go over and over and over and over and over and over and talk about the same old shit every day and think about the same old shit every day. For me, in my opinion, guys, every time you wake up is a new opportunity. NJ Wise Guy, Gerard Sorcelli. The way I look at things, every day you wake up is an opportunity. You were blessed with a wake up. You could learn something today. Well, listen, whether it's Machiavelli's teachings, whether it's the Bible, maybe it's a reading. whatever it might be, some kind of information, new information has to occupy your brain. The lowest form. What does it say? The lowest form of conversation is, "Do you remember when?" James Gandolfini said that. Remember that time, or repeating yourself, or going over the same thing is the lowest form of conversation. It means you lack the ability to grow and grow up and move along. It's an interesting concept if you think about it. I don't know if I agree 100%. Bill, see, the lowest form of conversation is remember that time, or nothing new. Just going over the same old shit over and over and over. It means you lack intelligence, and I'm surely not the most intelligent individual in the room. You can see the lack of intelligence when an individual just keeps going over the old stuff. I know you don't have to agree with it. I that's why I said, ALV, I'm not 100%, but there's a lot to it. My point is this: it's nice to learn something new every day. It was a line in a show. I'm not saying I wholeheartedly agree with it, but if you think about it, you want to hear somebody talk about the same thing over and over and over and over and over, about what happened, about what is, about what your thoughts are, about what you believe. You want to hear it over and over. You want to hear it every day. It becomes a headache, and that's it. So my point of it is, I just want to wake up every day and learn something new. And whether it's breaking news, whether it's something from history on that day, I get a daily reading from the Catholic mom. I get the daily Stoic message from the daily Stoic message. And then I'll put on a little Machiavelli in the morning. I go between Transistor Radio, News 12 New Jersey, and a little Machiavelli. And a little bit of this and there, those 2 emails. So you fill your morning up with stuff. Yeah. With some knowledge. It's good. Who knows what Don's talking about? So that was it. That wasn't from my heart. That was a line in Good Morning, Dindu. That was a line in The Sopranos. And he got sick of just hearing them talk about all the scores they did. That one time. All of this stuff. Tony got sick of them talking about old stuff. And he says the lowest form of conversation is, going backwards. Because he's looking to go forwards. Because Tony's obviously a captain, a businessman. He needs to go forward. He's sick of hearing about going backwards. He wants to go forward and keep the team moving in a positive direction. Forward, learning, exploring, doing new things, coming across new things. As we like to do here sometimes. Some new topics we touch on here and there. You don't want to hear me talk about the same story over and over. You get bored. It's like the whole mob genre, John Gotti's name. I'll use that. It's done. It's worn out. It's over. They killed it. Right? You don't want to hear the same old story. You're not going to, the John Gotti tag is going to come. I have to use it because a lot of you follow the John Gotti vibe. And, so Bank of America is closed today. Chase is open today. It's dead. How many of you want to hear now? They saturated the name. They destroyed it. So that's the lowest form of entertainment on YouTube, is using the name John Gotti. Yeah. It is a saying, Don, 1 step forward, 2 steps back when you encounter issues. That's a great comment, though, Don McHugh. That's a great comment. There is a saying, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But you got to squash those obstacles. Somebody that always says that does not have an ambitious personality, Don. Somebody that frequently uses that statement does not have the ability to squash those obstacles. Just off the top of my head, this is what comes to my head. And that's it. Now, where do you get your show topics from, guys? Content creators, where do you get your show topics from? I don't know if it's the topic, to be quite honest with you. I think it's the delivery. The topic has absolutely nothing to do with it almost, unless it's something that you're teaching. ALV is releasing his pre-record today of the history of Christopher Columbus to educate us, and I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what time he's doing that premiere, but AOV is releasing the. I think he said the other day. I'm gonna do a Columbus Day explanation, or however he would like to put that. Look for that release sometime today. Hopefully, sometime. If he did it, I don't know if he's still here or not. If he did it, but that's something that needs to be done. You see, you have a terrible time typing. Use the voice text like Dean do. Delilah, use the voice text like Dean do. Because there's a lot that isn't known. Now you can't. The way to deliver a story is not deliver it with such confidence that you are correct. The way to deliver a story is what we learn from history. What we learn from history. If you weren't there, you don't know for sure. History books can tell us this. News reports can tell us that. People on the outskirts can tell you this. I saw James. I didn't do it. Live. Well, all right. Okay. Whatever you feel, man. Live is the same as recording, except there's no distractions and it gets out to the algorithm. Lives don't get out to the algorithm. Christopher Columbus explained. 15, 20-minute video. Pre-record it. Go live. Stream it while you're live. This way, that's in the library, and you got live conversation with your presentation. I'm done. Let me stop. Stigs, you don't know what you're talking about. This is true. I don't. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this came to the top of my head. If I was a content creator, that's how I would do content. If I was a content creator that delivered stuff and stories, that's how I would do it. I'm not that person because I don't do that. Oh, it's the Canadian Thanksgiving today. Oh, today's Thanksgiving out there? Yeah, if I was a content creator, that's how I would deliver. I'm just talking out loud. That's how I would deliver content. I would make my pre-record, then go live, stream it with my live crew, and discuss. I wish I had the ability to do something like that. I can't put together data and facts and research. It's not me. I'm not that guy. I come up with a topic, talk about it, and move along. It's just me. That's where I lack the intelligence of the ability to do this. This is where I lack the, that's why I don't say I'm really a content creator. Yeah, we got content over here, but we're general conversation based. We're not trying to bury messages into your brain, and that's it. That's what they say, but I don't buy it. My pre-records get like 50 views, whereas lives get 200. No problem. Do whatever you want. Just a thought. You don't buy it. I'm not giving you fact. I'm saying if I was doing it, that's how I don't know what I'm talking about here. You understand? I don't know what I'm talking about here. What are those pre-records topics of? It's Christopher Columbus Day. If it's Newark, New Jersey history, somebody's gonna search Newark, New Jersey, and they're gonna recommend your pre-record out. They're not gonna recommend your live. Okay, you're getting 200 because of the subscribers. Because of the subscribers. Exactly. You should get 200. 150, 100. Should at least get 100, between 100 and 200, I think, on a regular show. ALV disappointed. Stigs has been promoting your Columbus pre-record for 3 days. No, since he said it, I did. Because I'm the guy. And I'll tell you why. All right, let me be a little selfish here. Let me be a little ignorant. Let me put my ADHD inability to pay attention to work here. Okay, so this is my thought, being that I'm ADHD, right? So if somebody comes up with a topic, Delilah comes up with her topic, CG2 Polak does what Polak does, and gets distracted by the chat so let's just say you're talking about, okay, such and such was born. Oh, okay. Well, you saw the interaction in the chat when you said that. AOV, everybody was excited. So shut up and go record right now. Go into the library, light a candle, and sit next to your paisan, the skeleton, and push record. And just do it. AOV, don't get snappy, big bones. Can I ask a question? Why can I see the live chat replay on some channels and not the other? Well, I set mine to come back. Monitoring, apparently, Delilah. That's a good question. I put mine to right away. Sometimes it's right away. Sometimes it's 9 hours. Sometimes not. So let's just say Thindu is delivering a story about such and such, and we're getting the story out. We're getting the story out. We're getting the story out, and then all of a sudden, Don Miku comes in with a question and throws his flow off. Now I'm done. I can't get back to it because now I'm all over the place. But let's just say Big Bones is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. The topic is out. The facts or the research-driven information is out. We can absorb it, and then we can discuss that live. It was because it was explained to me the other day. We are in the fast-moving world right now. We're not in long form. We're in the so. Let me call that my inability. Yeah, I'm not. I got to be honest. I'm not a fan of live shows when I'm trying to learn something. I can't even stay on them unless they are specific to that. It's interesting. It's interesting. Because the majority of the population has now, unfortunately, been turned into ADD. Because we're in the TikToks and all this quick stuff. Everybody wants it fast. They want the information. They want a whole fucking movie in 15 minutes now. They don't know it's Godfather 3 hours, Irishman 3 hours. They don't know it. So that's the world we're in right now. Nobody wants a long, drawn-out story anymore. And if Thindu was if Thindu and Big Bones are together doing a bang-em-out show, delivering something really, really interesting, and then they stop and entertain the chat, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm out. I can't do it. I can't get my brain back. I can't hold the thought for that long. But that's me. Okay? That's me. We got a beautiful, nice, cloudy day. I love cloudy days. Now, we spoke about nothing today. But I do want to talk about one thing today. Okay? Okay. Now, let's get into some topics here. Shut up, you. Let's get into some topics over here. I want to talk about something. I do want to talk about something. I have a little bit to talk about today. We should have frost this week. Oh, okay. Temps will drop. It's beautiful. Today I'll have the top off the car. Convertible day. You know me. I'm a fucking Eskimo, ALV. Hello there, Sina. We have a good morning to you. I am an Eskimo. So I'll have the top off today. Little Stigs will be here. It's basically his car. The fuck. Nothing I have is for me. I don't need much of anything. The bills got to be paid. Bills are paid. A few dollars saved for this and that. Good. Retirement's good. Lock that in, I think. So whatever happens in life happens. I put my time 30 years. 30 years. Whatever happens now, happens now. Whatever it is. I need very little. So it's okay. I don't have to maintain a certain lifestyle when I retire. So I've made myself have a humble, simple existence. And it's going to work for me. Hello there, Kristen Melinda. Nice to see you. You'll listen while you get ready for work. The pretty one used to do that. Pretty Monita used to do that. It's the pretty one. She used to listen while she got ready for work. Yeah, so once you get to a certain point in your life, yep, I already feel like I'm retired. I got to be honest with you. No stress as far as work goes. No stress as far as money goes because I don't need much. Yep. I'm off today, Patty Daly. Nutley, Belleville, we're all shut down over here. There's nothing going on. There's no traffic out there today, Patty Daly, nothing. Belleville Unico sent the Cabanera, how do you say the Italian police? We sent the Italian police out to Manhattan today. Yep. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. So it's a pretty good feeling not to have all these obligations once I God forbid die. There's nothing lingering, and once I hopefully retire one day, things should be okay. It's hard. I can relax today if I want. Sean, every day is a vacation day. Sean, I got to be honest with you. I approach it like this. Oh, yeah, I never relaxed a lot, though. I approached it like this. Every day is a vacation day to me. Life should be structured to make it as enjoyable every day as possible. That's how your life should be structured. Yes. We brought the ones for Belleville and Nutley and Manhattan. Now I don't know ALV if they're all go. We were not responsible. I think that East Hanover Unico brought those guys up there. Yeah, that's what I think. Sean, that's the way I look at it. Try to structure. Every day is a vacation day. Beautiful. Life is beautiful. It's a wonderful life, no matter what's going on. You got to be positive, optimistic, and you got to set yourself up to where you're going to be comfortable. Now, some people are comfortable in a 20,000 square foot house. Now they got to maintain that eventually. They got to still pay the electric and the gas, and once they retire, they still have to maintain that 40,000 a year property. I don't have any of that. Property tax. I don't know what is a property tax. I don't have this. Now, am I missing something because I don't own a property? Possibly. I could go anywhere at any time. I could just drop this rent and leave and go live at the beach. I could find a great spot in Asbury Park and go live in Asbury any day, anytime. But that's me. That's me. All right. So I really consider every day of my life a vacation day. Optimism, positive vibes, squash any obstacle, help whoever I can help. And that's how I try to do it. You got people worrying about retirement, how they're going to keep up their bills. They accumulated all these bills, but they did not accumulate the wealth to sustain when the job or the paycheck stops. They did not plan accordingly. And that's okay to live that way. This is choices. The cost of living drives people out. Where are you going to go, though? Florida's bad now. Well, it's everywhere, ALV. Everybody caught on. Everybody caught on. Everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So you got to prepare for that. When you plan your retirement out, listen to the uneducated individual. When you plan your retirement out, whether it's a 401k, annuity, whatever it might be, you got to plan for the inflation as you save going on the years. Now, 401ks have a plan where retire in 2020. You started the job in 1995, and it's going to invest going along with the rate of inflation from the past 10 years. It takes the past 10 years, and it tells you you have to invest such and such to maintain this level of inflation when you are going to retire. There's calculations for all this stuff. And you got to add a little fluff in there. And I will work until my last breath. I love to work. Nothing's worse than getting up and saying, I got to go to this fucking job today because I got bills. Delaware. Oh, okay. 50% savings on property taxes, but the kids and the grandchildren are over here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Nobody's leaving. There ain't a woman with kids that is leaving for money. Make it work because my grandchildren are here. I can't imagine my mother going somewhere else with her grandchildren right in the neighborhood, basically. I can't see it. I can't see it. But that's me. Family-oriented individual. So I can't see any woman leaving, knowing her girls, boys, kids, grandchildren are here. I just can't see it. I can't see it. But that, who knows? For money, that's terrible. I'll keep this little one-bedroom apartment until my last breath. If something miraculously changes, we'll take it from there. But as of now, this is paradise, a four-wall paradise for me. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're at, guys. Well, who plays tonight? Bring them with you. Well, that's starting to change now, the remotely. A lot of companies want you there. Yeah, bring them with you. All 20. The grandchildren, I don't know. What's the average rent per week? It goes by the month over here, Don McHugh. What's the average rent per week for a 3-bedroom home? 3 bedrooms. 1 bedroom's about 23. 5s? Maybe you're into 5s? 4s? Big bones? I don't know. Yeah. 25 for a 3-bedroom in the metropolitan area over here? No. Good morning, Stallion. How are you? Nice to see you. I don't think it's you're not getting a I don't think you're going to get a 3-bedroom. Yeah, it depends, right, LV? Sure. Yeah, it really does depend. It varies so much. But you got some 1-bedrooms in this neighborhood that are 3,200, but they're beautiful. 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom. 1 bedroom seems to be what they're building right now. There's 500 units going up in Belleville right now, all 1 bedrooms. Nobody's going to the school system, and the town's getting great taxes. 3-bed, you're talking multifamily. Great question, though, Don. I love having these types of conversations. 3 bedrooms tough. Yeah. I grew up in a 2-bedroom house. My mother had a room, and me and my brother shared a room until I forget about it. So it can vary. It would vary, I'm going to say. But Don, great question. Yeah, Big Bones, it comes with strippers and booze. You're in the metropolitan area. Yes. Yeah. That's a good number, Ant, depending on where you're at. It's a good average. For 3 bedrooms, I don't know, ALV. 3 bedrooms for that? Happy Thanksgiving out there, you. Yes, nice, Rebecca. Good to see you this morning. It's your Thanksgiving day today. Yeah. That's okay. No, we respect, appreciate, and love everybody here, Rebecca. My cousin just moved into the building in Belleville. Beautiful. Which one? Ethos? Ethos is done? Yeah, we're in November, yeah. Beautiful. In Belleville, huh? 5-bedroom house. It's, 5-bedroom house in this area right now, in Nutley or Belleville, you're going to go for $1.2 million for a 5-bedroom. You're going to go for at least $1 million over here for a 5-bedroom, 100%. They just looked at a house for $1.1 million. You got to see this house. You got to see this house. Hold on. Let me do something here. Let me go on Avatar for a minute. Hold on. 1 minute. Hold on a minute. Let me check and see something here. I got something for you, ALV, while you're on. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, Ant, check this out. You're going to die when you see this, ALV. I'm texting this to you. Where's Anthony living? Hold on, ALV. ALV, check your text right now if you can. Yes. I think he's not far from the train and restaurants. Okay. That's here. He's over here. Yeah. See No Evil and AOV, check your text line. Look how fucking crazy that is. You guys are local, so I sent it to you. AOV, See No Evil, check your text line real quick if you can. You're not going to believe this, what I send you. What I sent you. It's nuts. It's nuts. Can you imagine? What the fuck? AOV, what is going on? And it will sell for more than asking price. I don't understand. I don't get it. But you're 15 minutes from Midtown, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on when you go. You're literally, Manhattan's right there. I don't know. I don't know, AOV, what happened? Yep. Joey Dell, what's going on? Canadian, I just always done that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. God bless you. CG2, you're such a nice individual. 35 people, still not a topic, 40 minutes in. AOV, they're selling like hotcakes here. There's no inventory. Belleville and Nutley, there's no inventory. It's sick. Now, Belleville's taxes came down. They're lower now, probably than when we left. But Belleville's taxes came down. Nutley's still rising. Nutley's still rising. I don't understand. I know, but See No Evil, 1.1 million. You See No Evil and AOV. You see that house? How? Who the fuck is buying these houses? 36. Thank you, Marvinella, for being so observant. You were here when there was two in the chat. Me and you. Me and you. Me and you. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how this stuff goes. Got the novena schedule starting this week at the church in Newark. What is Monday? I go to the church probably every night this week. Got to see the schedule. Yeah, so yesterday you did have a novena. We did some Hail Marys yesterday. It was nice. Wow, wonder what my place there would be worth. 4-bedroom, 2 baths, 2 kitchen, 6-car garage, 2 lounge rooms. That would be about $5 million over here. Don McHugh. That'd be about $5 million over here. St. Lucy's feast starts Wednesday. The novenas are starting today. Friday's a big one for all of our first responders. It's the Blue Mass on Friday, 6:30. St. Lucy feast. You can go there Wednesday. Avoid the crowds. It starts Wednesday. The first procession is Wednesday at 2 o'clock. That's St. Gerard's birthday, I believe, the 16th. Patty Daly, can you confirm that? Can you confirm that Wednesday is St. Gerard's birthday? I believe. So the first procession is Wednesday, 2 p.m. And then Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. I'll be doing the processions. I don't know about Wednesday, but I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It does, really? It makes my heart happy. God's trying to tell me something. I'm listening, and I'm listening, Delilah. I am listening. One message I did not like at church yesterday, I was not okay with. I'll leave it at that. There was one message I was not okay with. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's a different mindset, and you don't have to. You don't have to listen. Yeah, there's people that say they follow all of God's teachings, and then their actions are totally different. Criticisms, criticisms, shit like that. You're not supposed to do these things. Well, God tells you got to keep moving forward. Obviously, Jesus, what happened? Moved forward. And you're supposed to abstain from criticism and basically abusing those that are underneath you, intellectually, physically, spiritually, mentally. It is something that you're not supposed to do. It's a mortal sin to insult others, criticize others. It is definitely a sin. And there's a lot of hypocrisy in the world because they don't follow all of that when they say that they do. Right? I don't, and I tell you I don't follow all of the teachings. I'm honest with you. I tell you I don't, because I will criticize and tell a motherfucker to go fuck themselves. I don't care. Yes, yesterday was the parade over here. Just offered you a spot in one of the garages in the winter. I will not even leave the neighborhood. Never mind, go over there. Fight with kangaroos. No, I can't do it. Ortega, hello. Osada Treats, good morning to you. Hope you are well today. Maintaining a nice 38 for an hour with no topic. That's entertainment. What do you come on for? What do you deliver to these people? Nothing. Well, what is your sense of purpose? I don't have one. Well, what is the goal of your channel? I have no idea. Well, what do you come on here for? You're supposed to come on here and have topics and talk to these people and get in their brains and have a conversation and teach them something and deliver. And I say, well, none of that. I have none of that. Went to confession. There's something I will never do. Christian will tell you never to tell your sins to another man. The born agains will tell you never confess to another man. The Catholicism, you speak to it. I will never do that, Patty Daly. I would never do it, Patty Daly. I would never go to confession. I'll get a life bit if I go to... Did you hear me? I'll get a life bit if I go to confession. No, I'm not going to confession. Company, great company in the morning. Yeah, okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm good over here with the crack whores and drug dealers and bookmakers and this and that and the other things. Your sister's ass. I'm good over here. You can stay with the kangaroos, crocodiles, and snakes. You're right, AOV. I'm good right here. Right? I'm good right here. Where's BK Skip today? Yeah, I can't. Poor thing. I can't go to confession. Because I lied. I did lie about witnessing some things. I lied, all right? I lied about witnessing things. What am I going to do? I did it. Fuck it. Do you have an instant, Don, you have a 6-unit B&B for us to... Yeah, that's true. We can come there for the winter. Yeah. Confession used to scare me. Still does. I won't go either. No, Patty Daly. Some of us, we can't do it. Never going to happen. Listen to me. Listen to me. My priest that married me and my ex-wife, he quit the church. He's gay and a hairdresser now. Okay. He was a gay priest. Never bothered anybody, but he was gay and he's a hairdresser and he's the greatest guy. He's great. But what am I going to confess to him? Father Gabagool. I'm going to confess to Father Gabagool. Now he's out. He quit. It's unbelievable. And snakes. Yeah, right, Joey Dell. Poisonous spiders, frogs, and toads. Oh, yeah, no, we're okay. Confession is uncomfortable. We now have an open room and they see you. I don't like it. Wow, an open room. Stephen Morinello. I can confess in my apartment looking at Amazing Grace. I could do it myself. Your relationship with God is between you and God. Delilah. No, quite honestly, hairdresser. He's a hairdresser. He's a great guy. His husband is Patrick. What are you going to do? They may have gotten divorced now, but his husband is Patrick. Not only is he gay and a hairdresser, he got married to Patrick. Figure that one out. But the best guy around, man. He was the best guy around. So, Cinnamon Girl, I could just sit in my apartment and have my relationship with God if I so choose to. I go to church. I don't go into the confession booth. Those red curtains, man, they're red too? Oh my God. The curtains are reddish burgundy. Stephen, the curtains are reddish Delilah. It's unbelievable. I have a friend of grandma's parents was a priest and she was a nun. Imagine that, right? Delilah. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was 40 years ago. No, it was my last confession. My last confession was to a judge. I can tell you that. That got me in. It put me in a cage. Listen, my last confession was to a judge. I had to confess something in order to, you know. Yes, big bones, right? Between us and God. Your relationship is with you and God, not with a marble palace, it's really not with a beautiful church. I happen to love it and get the feeling when I go into the beautiful church. There's something I can't explain when I walk into that. I'm walking in my grandmother's footsteps from 100 years ago. I'm walking, carrying the same saint that my grandparents carried 100 years ago. Literally. The feast started 125 years ago. I'm literally walking in my grandmother's footsteps. So to me, I take that part. Yes. 42 years ago, first reconciliation. Oh, that we had to do that for confirmation? Yeah. Yes. So, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Now, yesterday at church, before you receive, Lord, I am not worthy to receive you, but only say the word and my soul shall be healed. And then you can receive communion. I do receive communion. Am I a sinner for receiving communion, Patty Daly? Is it wrong? Because I won't confess? You don't need a middleman. Go direct. PD, that's how I feel about it. Now, I love the church. I love the priests. I love it all. So the body of Christ without going to confession, I do. I get the body of Christ without going to confession. But before you receive, it does say, Lord, I am not worthy to receive you, but only say the word and my soul shall be healed. Peace be with you and also with you. Lift up your hearts. We lift them up to the Lord. It is right to give thanks and praise. It is truly right and just to give thanks and praise. Yes. Confess when you pray. Exactly, AOV. You want me to do a mass now? I'll do a full. Listen, you want to hang out with me? I'll do a full mass. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed. Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed. I'll give you the whole thing, right? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Well, I'll do a full novena with you guys. You think I'm playing around over here? You think I'm playing? I'll do a full mass. I'll bore the shit out of you, or I'll entertain some of you. I'll give you a full mass. I don't need to this and that. I tell you, I keep it a little down low. But if I go with a full mass right now, I kick right into mass time. You ready? Let's go. Put on your shirt and tie, get dressed, look nice. We're going to mass. Tommy Stigs is taking you to mass right now. I can do it. Believe me, I'll go right down the line. Bang, bang, bang. Mass is about 12 steps. Hello, Latin butterfly. I'll give you a mass in about 12 steps. I'll get you doing Ave Maria. I'll get you doing the whole thing. Jesus, Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Yes, I'll go through it. Grant us peace is the last after 3. You can do 3 of those and you go with the last one. Come on. I am not worthy that you should enter my roof. Right. But was it always that wording, AOV? Because I don't remember that wording 100%. AOV. Did we always say the roof part? Do it in Latin? Well, that might be a little bit of a problem. Dude, that might be a little bit of a problem. Yeah. Yes. So you don't know my connection with my God. I don't. They changed the wording. Okay, because you confused me a little bit, AOV. I'm saying to myself, I don't think I want to change. He's definitely backed up and he's going to give you an emotional advice. No. Who is? Who? San Diego? No, it wasn't, Delilah. See, AOV did say he changed. Now, AOV's son is a Eucharistic minister, right? So he gives out the bread. It's beautiful. You don't have to follow it 100%. Like we said, you can always just take what works for you. Do the basic teachings of the Lord. Never criticize. Never hurt anybody. You don't need to. That's a sin. A sin is to insult somebody, pick at their weaknesses. It's actually a sin to pick at somebody's weaknesses. Now I'm a sinner and I admit it. Like I said, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself in a minute and do the Hail Mary over you the next. I'm loaded with hypocrisy at times. Mine is all situational. I approach everything as situational. How do I react to this? Look, we have wise guys that kill people and donate to the church. I'm sitting next to Richie the Boots. No. I'm an ordained minister. I'm not a Eucharistic minister. Not me. No. I could perform marriages. I am not a Eucharistic minister. I can only perform marriages. Marinello. Morinello. Now look. Yesterday I'm at church. I'm next to Richie the Boots, stained glass window. Richie the Boot was a killer. Not only a killer, he had an oven on his property, right? So legend and lore has it said. I wasn't there, so I don't know it. But I'm sitting next to Richie the Boot is right here. His stained glass window is right here. And I'm praying, and I got Richie the Boot looking over me. He was the mafioso in the neighborhood. Then I go out to St. Peter's, St. Gerard's, the courtyard, and it's Richie the Boot donated $1 million. We don't know if it's Richie the Boot or if it is Joe DiMaggio. We don't know who donated the last $1 million to the church. But here I am. Like the traditions of the church, Mass, I think is beautiful. Catholic Church, yes. And you could take whatever works for you, Delilah. So long as you don't hurt, criticize, insult, and prey on those that are weaker than you. That's a mortal sin. Yeah, they went over some commandments yesterday, and it was good. There was one part I didn't like yesterday. I'm not going to get into it. Because I disagree with it. So, wow, we talked about nothing today, guys. What did we talk about today? Students, what did we talk about today? Hillside? Yes. 10 minutes from Hillside, PD. 10, 15 minutes. It depends. Dear friend of mine's a principal at Hillside High School. What do you need in Hillside? Another friend of mine's a teacher in Hillside. I got 2 people in Hillside. Principal of the high school and teacher. I'm a Catholic. My mom used to force me to go when I was a kid. Well, it's not that they're forcing you to go. I will stay till my last breath. Yes, of course. You got to be that way. It's not that they're forcing you to go because you see, you're right though. I find church to me relaxing and comforting. I look forward to going every week. Beautiful, AOB. I got you, Sean. Interesting. Great conversations. Really, really spoke about nothing. I got so many bullet points here, didn't even get into it. Well, I'll tell you why. I'm not in a rush today. I'm off. So you got me today. That's why. And as long as I find we're having good conversation, yes. But when he was on with the Yankees, he was here. And he was always a guest of Richie the Boot. He wasn't from this area. When he was with the Yankees, he was in Newark quite often. At Sorrento Palace. He was at Sorrento, which later became, I think, Tom's. But he was in the neighborhood all the time. He was here all the time. Remember, we got him as the Grand Marshal, remember? Back in the 80s, we got him as the Grand Marshal, 70s, whatever. He was a Grand Marshal here in Newark. ALV, do you remember who was the Grand Marshal when you were in the Columbus Day Parade in Newark? Tommy, that would have been a perfect idea for the Gemini Lounge. That was the wow. Why didn't we think of that? What, See No Evil? What? Wait, what would have been the perfect idea? I'm sorry, See No Evil. Can you say that again? Yes, he was a Grand Marshal. Yeah. See No Evil. What? I'm sorry. I get lost a little bit. Who was the Grand Marshal when you were in the parade? And you were in a Belleville police car? You really don't remember? Can you Google it while we're on? Is there any way to find it? I could look in my. You have the book over there, AOV? You have the book I have or no? The Boots Pit. Yeah. Yes, I got you. The Boots Pit it's still there, See No Evil. It's still on the property. Richie's son Richie occupies the property. It's still there. You were in a Belleville police car. I can't. Now this really gross. One was in the Belleville police car in the parade, and one was in the Belleville police car going to jail. I mean, what's going on here? What's going on? This is so good. One became a lawyer. One needed one. One was in the Belleville police car, and so was the other one. I can't. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hysterical. Can you imagine seeing No Evil? You don't have the book. Man, the book's all the way over there. I'm not on wireless right now. You need the book, AOV. Get it, the old first word. You'll love the book. What a nice chat this morning. I'm going to get some good shorts out of this one, I think. I think I'll get some good shorts out of this one. Good conversation. Yeah. Yep, 100%. We maintained almost 40 the whole time about nothing. No, AOV was a passenger, as was I, but different type of passenger. No, he was in the parade in the Belleville police car. I'll make my shake now. I'll make a beautiful shake now. Almond milk, spinach, bananas, strawberries, flaxseed, peanut butter, non-fat Greek yogurt, and what other fruit? Pineapple. That'll be my shake. A nice shake. Yeah. Very quiet around here today. It's like Christmas around here today, guys. I got to be honest with you. Today feels like Christmas morning in the neighborhood. There's Italian flags out. There's not too much traffic. The cafe across the street is open. They're serving breakfast nice this morning. My friend Denise is the waitress across the street. I should go across the street, have a cup of coffee outside. Yeah. Huh. Well, big bones. I mean, that's what I got to get these nutrients, big bones. I just had a rice cake with peanut butter before I came on. I took all my pills. I didn't have an S cookie today. And I had one less cup of coffee today. I took only 6 today. Wait, what do I usually have? 7 cups? 7 or 6? I usually have 7. I had 6 today. Uh-huh. Yep. Steak and eggs. No, I can't. Just trying to watch a little bit CG2. We have rain here in Western New York. Okay. Yes, Sean, we got a 40 piece. Thank you for noticing that. So people do watch, huh? So y'all do watch the numbers? 7, but today I only have 6, Pete. Joey Dell. Outdoors with an espresso and a nice cigar. Now we're talking. Well, I won't have a cigar today. Well, Mr. Tommy, that sounds delicious. Send some over here. It's just a nice way to start it, and it's filling. We may go see Mama Stigs today. We don't know what we're going to do today. CG2. So everybody watches numbers. It's so interesting. It's all about the numbers, Sean. Is it? Yeah, I had 6 cups already. I'm done with my coffee intake for today. Make me sound insane, Delilah. I could stay on. I just have to go get water. Check my text lines. Hold on a minute. I could stay on if you still want to chill. I got to go get some water. I do have a couple of topics. James Proctor, Cherry Hill Gambinos. All right, James Proctor. Oh, okay, Sonny. I see your thank you now. Okay. You genuinely appreciate it. Sonny, I'm sorry if I missed your message, pal. You said, yes, a big shout out. No, I'm sincere and genuine. When I see something that's right and I do believe Sonny has a real good. It's actually half decaf ALV, so we'll call it 3 cups. Go get the holy water. I got to take a break. I got to go get coffee. I got to go get water. I'm getting fucking. I can't after an hour without drinking. Yeah, but I can stay on. If you want to stay on a little longer, I'll stay on a little longer. I'm really not in a rush today. I mean, listen. I want to do laundry, do things, go outside. Yeah, parched. That's the word. Parched. Parched. No. I do half decaf. I switched ALV. I switched to half decaf. So you can basically say it's three cups. I need the first cup of regular. 1 cup is regular. I don't have coconut water, so I got water, regular water. Pure Life Nestle I drink. What do you want me to do? You know what I mean? We'll hang out a little longer. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find something for you. Let me see if I can find something for you to occupy you while I take a break. Everybody needs a break, no? I got more to talk about. What do you mean? I got things. But I just can't, I don't know. Is this the one here? Where is it? That's not it. That's not it. Interesting. There it is. Okay. You guys want to take a break and hang out? I'll gladly do it. Get the water, grab a snack, and hit the chopstick. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. All right. Let me get some stuff together here. I'll hang out. There's a couple of things up there I got. I got something about the Gambinos. I got something about Richie the Boot up there that I was watching this morning from the Wonderful Mob Facts channel. We could talk about that when I come back. All right, I'm going to a break, guys. We're going to a break. Enjoy this masterpiece while I go to a break. Yeah, no, I got to get water. I'm parched. Is that the word, parched? All right, hold on. I'm burping over here. I got to get water. Hold on a minute. I got to get water. Give me a minute, guys. Share the screen. Let me share the screen. I'm going to take a break here. Hold on a minute. Yeah. All right, here we go. Shut up, you. Shut up. Shut your mouth. What do you want me to do? I got to take phone calls? I got to take phone calls, you son of a gun, you. I got to take phone calls and do things. What do you think? It's all about YouTubes? Don, what time is it there where you're at, Don? Nobody's stupid. I love it. So I drink this water. So this is Pure Life. I drink Pure Life. I don't know what you guys drink. So ALV, here's the book that you should consider getting if you can get it, if he's still here. This is Newark's Little Italy, The Vanished First Word. You see all these markings? This is Salvatore's copy. But let me see if I could find the... We got everything from Mussolini to the Ward. We got all kinds of things in here. So, but this is a great book. This is a great book. Wow. If you can get this book, I would recommend it. Yeah. AOV, or anybody that wants to have. Tommy, do the Greeks have their own churches? If so, what are they called? I don't know. But they do have their own churches, yeah. Could somebody else answer that? Orthodox? I don't know. And the Greek Orthodox Easter is a week different than us. I'm not sure how the Greeks do it. I got to be honest with you. Okay, Newark's Little Italy, The Vanished First Ward. I think this would be an enjoyable read for anybody of Italian descent. Well, specifically Belleville, Newark, Nutley people. This would be a good read. Then you got In the Godfather Garden, Richie the Boots book by his grandson Roger. Great book. And then you got The Boys from New Jersey. 3 books that they're incredible. They're incredible. ALV might not be here anymore, but if he is, this is the book, ALV. You got to get the copy of this. Michael Lamerso did a great job with this. It's a story that twines the American dreams of immigrants of immigrants, post-war follies, and urban planners, and appreciation of what was lost in the rush to the suburbs. Recreates a visual history of an era and a way of life long lost. This publication has sparked a new wave of pride among Italian Americans. Michael Lamerso traces the history of the old First Ward from the arrival of the first Italian in the 1870s until 1953, when the district was uprooted to make way for urban renewal. So 1953, they started building the projects down there. Columbus Homes. It was called Columbus Homes. And they put their housing, they forced the Italians out because they thought we were greaseballs and dirty and just no good. So they kicked out the Italians and they built the housing projects. They took it out. Patrick, that's a great book. They kicked out the Italians. They built housing projects. They built Route 280 through the neighborhood, 8th Street, 8th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue. Knocked down the whole neighborhood. Eminent domain. They took every Italian house from all those Italian immigrants. You can call it a slum, but they took pride in their neighborhood. And that's what's gone today. So, yeah. Let's go with a couple of clips here. Let's see. Let's go with a couple of clips here. Because Mob Facts let me do what I wanted to do. They don't bother me here. All right? They don't bother me here. Let's go back in time. Let's go with some mob stories back in time here. Let's see what we got on this one. And again, Mob Facts is a friend of the show, and they gave me permission.
The murders of a father and a son last night at their Longshoremen's Union headquarters were probably mob-related. As Trish DeGasperis reports, the local has a long history of mob influence.
Police say that the murders of Richard Costello Sr. and his son Richard Jr. happened around 5 o'clock last night. They were shot repeatedly in their second-floor offices of Local 1964 of the Longshoremen's Union. Costello Sr. was the president of that local. His son was the business manager. Today, Ridgefield Park Police stood guard at the headquarters as officials from the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office conducted their investigation inside.
It's closed.
For how long?
Until they're done. I don't know how long it's going to take them.
According to the State Commission of Investigation, this local of the ILA has a long history of mob control. The SCI says that since 1984, the local has been run by the Gambino family. Richard Costello Sr. was believed to be an associate of Thomas Gambino. Before 1984, the Genovese family was in control, according to the SCI. And authorities have described the murders as a classic mob hit.
Even though the neighborhood around here was bustling at the time of the murders and kids were out playing, the crime was apparently so quickly and quietly executed that no one heard or saw anything.
That's the strange part.
And that's how you're supposed to do it. Quiet and quickly.
Going on when it was going on.
Quiet and quickly.
Nobody noticed anything.
They pulled it
Police
off.
say there appears to be no motive for the crime. Nothing in the office was disturbed or stolen. But authorities do say that checking out those alleged links to organized crime will be a top priority. Trish DeGasperis, New Jersey Network News, Ridgefield Park.
15 alleged members of the Gambino organized crime family are facing criminal charges tonight that include kidnapping, armed robbery, and extortion. The 15 were named in an indictment handed up by a state grand jury, charging them as New Jersey members of the Gambino crime organization. One of the defendants, Robert Bisaccia of Nutley, is believed to head the Gambino family in Essex County. He's also charged with plotting to burn down an office used by the state police investigating organized crime activities. Authorities say a fatal shooting in a Monmouth County hotel parking lot last night has all of the makings of a mob hit. 46-year-old James Randazzo described.
Oh my God, Jimmy Randazzo. Wow. Jimmy Randazzo, holy shit. Yeah, so Mob Facts puts these... Mob Facts is a good channel. If anybody could drop the link for Mob Facts, tell them we sent you. Yeah. You don't hear about Gambinos, we hear about Rizzutos. Yeah, right, exactly. Well, see, Kabert lived in Well, he was between Belleville and Nutley. He was between Belleville and Nutley. His last residence was here in Nutley. No, maybe not. I don't know. When he went away for life, I don't know. I think his residence was back in Belleville, Hanna Street. He was the boss of the Jersey Gambinos here. So Mob Facts puts together nice, they break apart pieces of different news reports and puts them together nicely, puts their Mob Facts tag on it, but gives us permission to use it. This is Mob Facts, Latin Butterfly? Is that Mob Facts channel? If it is, oh yeah, okay, good. Guys, please go subscribe to Mob Facts. If you like the old news reports, this is the place to go. You'll find some wonderful stuff there. Thank you, Latin Butterfly. Tell them we sent you from the social club if you don't mind, because they did give us permission to use their stuff. So I would love for you guys to go over there and make a comment, maybe on a Jersey one or something that, please, please, tell them we sent you. I would appreciate that. Give them a sub, although they don't need it. They're a huge channel, but it's nice. They're putting work in. And listen, we say this all the time. People put content together, push live, or do a show to get a response. Right, Sean? ALV? Anybody on here that pushes live or does any type of content hopes to get a return on their investment. Now, their investment is their time, their knowledge, their talk, their ability, all of that. See, I needed the water bad. Yeah. Well, his stuff is not nonsense. Sean, it's got to be a fact. Anybody going on air, anybody putting on a nice new shirt, does it for what? Don't tell me it's not for a reaction. I hope they like that shirt. I hope she likes those shoes. I hope he likes my hair. Otherwise, you would let it go gray and let your roots grow out and not give a fuck what anybody thinks. You would never get a pedicure. You would never shave. You would never get a haircut. You would never do anything. You would never take a fucking bath. So every single thing we do all day, from the moment we get up, is either for a reaction or to make ourselves feel better. You can't, it has to be, right, Stony Tony, or no? Rebecca, Stigs, you definitely put in the time. It's not easy doing what you do every day, but I love it, PT. And you know what's beautiful, PT? My goals are non-existent. My message does not, there is not one. I'm not here to teach somebody anything. So that's what makes it very enjoyable, PT. I look at it a little bit differently. I like to interact. You're using me. I'm using you. We're using each other. Yeah. And that's just the way I look at it. Today we might talk about planting tomato seeds. Tomorrow we might talk about food. Today we might talk about the mob. Right? Tomorrow we'll talk about cars. We don't even know. We do it. Yeah, well, for yourself. I mean, come on. You do things to feel good about yourself, of course. But you buy that new shirt. You do that show to get a message to people. You can't repeat the same message. It won't get through. Yeah, good work. You're supposed to drink water after. Oh, yeah, I drink a lot of water all day, Latin Butterfly. I drink water all day. Ortega, I wish I still had all my hair. What's the difference? Hair is nothing. I'm thin over here. Or here, whatever. I'm thin, a little bit, whatever it is. I comb it to where it goes. Until it's gone, it's gone. And I will just keep getting it cut to the pattern that I'm losing it. I will never lose my self-confidence as I lose my hair. I will still go on camera. There will be no avatars here. I don't hide behind an avatar. I don't care if I'm bald, have one ear. You got to see the individual. You take nothing from an avatar. You take nothing from an avatar. They're insecure. They're spewing garbage from an avatar. They're insecure. They fear something. If you can't see the facial expressions, how can you take somebody seriously or even laugh with them? How can you laugh at a comedian you don't see? You watch Frank Sinatra sing, you feel it. You watch Frankie Valli perform, you feel it because you see it. You go to a concert, you go to a comedy show, you watch a movie, right? A book is different. Audio book is good because it's written. But Patrick Ortega, can you really take anything from a nothing? No wig. I don't care. I'm not that insecure. No hat, no wig, no nothing. I'm bald. I don't give a fuck. Sina Weevil, right or wrong? Now you're a guest, Sina Weevil. You're not a content creator. You're a guest. You go on panels as a guest. That's a little different. You're not the individual delivering the content, so to speak. You're in addition to the show that you do go on, right? You're in addition to the show. That's a different thing. Latin Butterfly, would you agree with that or no? You get a message and a vibe from people with the visual. Is that correct or is that wrong? I might be wrong. I could be totally wrong, guys. This is my own personal observation and opinion. I can't really take anything serious from an avatar. Would you agree with that? You guys do agree with that. We don't even know who it is behind the avatar. They got voice changers and this and that. You think you're talking to somebody that's not even them. Some of these guys would be much better behind an avatar. Ah, geez, that's a funny comment. Yeah. Would you agree? You get my reaction here. You see me. James Simpson is sitting there delivering his content. You see James. You see James' facial expressions. You see James when it gets to a point of, it's like being in a meeting with people. Avatar is pond life level, James Simpson. Avatar is pond, it's like talking from underwater. PT, Stigs Wigs. Stigs Wigs. What a business that will be. We'll put that right next to oh my God. So some people have a face for rate. Oh, okay. Some people are better off behind the avatar because their appearance will, yes. You see my ugly mug, but you see I'm real. James Simpson goes live, pushes the button, and talks. And this James Simpson, we know it's James Simpson, or the name to the face. I don't like avatars, keeping it real. Well, Latin Butterfly, we don't even know what they look like, who they are. They can be made up characters. We don't even know who they are. You think you're talking to a big named individual. You don't even know who it is. You think it's a movie star or a celebrity. You don't even know who it is. Now, Sylvester Stallone, his face is on his podcast. You see him. You see Sylvester Stallone right up there. Chaz Palminteri, he's right there. Hello, Primo. How are you? Nice to see you, Primo. Chaz Palminteri, you don't have to be a fan. You don't have to be a fan. But Chaz is on screen. My avatar is me. So there. Yes, your avatar is you. That's correct. I get it, Don. But you're not a content creator, Don. You're a guest. You're part of the show, a very important part of the show. I'm just saying, PT, his face is on there. He doesn't hide behind it. I don't like Chaz. Wait, Joey don't like Chaz? I'm not a fan of Chaz. I think he's a garbage pail. Does Joey like Chaz? I don't think he does. He feels the same way I do about these people. So I'm going to go with he doesn't like Chaz. I can ask him later, but I got to have him back on. I'm going to have Joey back on. Yeah, maybe this week we'll get Joey on. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I mean, we have these conversations offline. We might as well have it live, right? We might as well have it live. When I'm talking for long periods, I go on Avatar so you could see me. Well, yes, I do this, James, at times. I'm doing something, pouring my coffee, putting more wine in my glass. I'll go on Avatar, but it's me. That is the picture of my thumbnail today. So look at that. If you go to my thumbnail, that's what you see right there. That picture. So yeah. Uncle Rico Flair. Yeah. Yep. Yep. James, you got it good, man. You got a good, yeah. Now, down the line, James, if you want to invest in a camera and a microphone, something like this from Amazon, you can get a cheap microphone, $30, $40. You can get a cheap camera, $30, $40. Let's check out the Stoop camera. We didn't do that today. Let's see what's going on outside. Extra camera. Okay, there is the Stoop right there, okay? There's the Stoop. My car is out front. Oh, my God, the van's across the street now? In front of the place? Right. Yeah, there's times. Now the van's across the street, getting a bird's eye view of the Stoop. Now what's going on? Oh, I'm good with this. I might put a lot of positive vibes in my channel, but when you show your face, you show your face right there. Beautiful. Tommy would be able to drop the Amazon link. Oh boy. And here I can't because I'm on. James, I'm going to try to remember. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to try to put in my community tab. Let me actually text myself. I know, right? To the farm? To the farm? Cool. All right, my daughter was sick last night. She's better today. Wait, the street sweepers out there? What? Careful there, man. Careful there with that street sweeper. I thought you guys were off today. Oh, be careful out there, you. Yeah, you better watch it with that thing. Damn. He's supposed to be off today. Thought they were off the DPW. Go. These people. I thought they were gone today. Oh, we had the parade yesterday too over here. Okay. You're right. We had the parade. Marty. Yeah, we had the parade. I don't like those kind of vans. They're not cool. Okay, James. So I texted myself, James Simpson. He said, fuck this caddy. He came very close. Yeah. I don't know if they're getting double time today. Not sure. Yeah. No. All right. Very good. Very good. Let's finish this a little bit. Where were we? We were here, right? Let's go back a little more. God, Kent Manahan, NJ News. I remember her clearly. Holy moly.
By investigators as a made member of the Colombo organized crime family was shot to death at the Tinton Falls Holiday Inn. Randazzo was shot once in the head and once in the stomach as he stood talking with 2 or 3 men, according to Monmouth County Prosecutor John Kay. Kay would not speculate on whether the slaying of Randazzo, who had lived in Point Pleasant Beach, was linked to any current cases involving the mob.
Jury deliberations got underway today in the 10-month-long mob trial in Newark. 7 alleged members of the Gambino crime family are charged with racketeering. Several unusual incidents have happened during this trial, including the shooting up of a car of a now former juror. A Newark woman today pleaded not guilty to jury tampering in the trial. Denise Rose is being held on $100,000 bail. The 10-month-long mob trial in Newark is over. Verdicts have been reached today in the racketeering trial of 7 alleged members of the Gambino crime family. Among the jury's decisions, the jury has found Robert Bisaccia guilty of being a captain in the Gambino organization. He could be sentenced to 40 years in prison. And 2 associates, Anthony Proto and Samuel Cusaro, also were found guilty of racketeering, faced similar sentencing. A 4th defendant, Nicholas De Stefano, was found not guilty of racketeering and conspiracy.
The FBI today arrested 3 reputed members of the Gambino and Genovese crime families on charges they hitched a financial ride on the Newark Airport monorail. Authorities allege the 3 extorted nearly $200,000 from contractors, including several who built the monorail that started operation in 1996. The arrests cap a 4-year probe into mob influence during construction of the $354 million project.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's when Kabert got life on that case, I believe. Yep. I believe. She should really take the coat hanger out, that jacket before she puts it on. Well, they had the shoulder pads back then. That was shoulder pads. Remember the girls wore shoulder pads? Yes, that's by design, Rebecca. Yes. Yeah. Rebecca, yes. You never have Rico. Exactly right. Very good, Rebecca. Really good. You're really part of the show today, Rebecca. You're right. We have Rico. Exactly. Good point. So bodies have not been dropping. I remember Jimmy Randazzo getting clipped. I remember a lot of mob hits right here, man. Guys are in trunks. Last night? No. I was here last night. I did a show last night. I stayed in last night. Church during the day. Yeah. The judge is here. Hello, the judge. Always good to see you pop in. You pop in once in a while. It's a pleasure having you. Yeah. Wow, we're on long today, guys. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Yes. We have a stupid gangster that only gives people like 4 to 6 years. We have a stupid gangster law that only gives people like 4 to 6 years in prison. Interesting, Rebecca. Interesting. Not here. Yeah. Not here. 50-piece what, Baywatcher? 2 of my friends just got back from vacation, college. All right, see no evil. Not a good place to be. Not a good place to be. No, Kabert got life on that. He died in there. He had life plus 10, yeah. In the chat. No, we didn't hit 50 today, I don't think. We hit 43, I believe. Unless you saw 50, I don't know, Baywatcher. Did you see 50? I stepped away a little bit too. Did you see 50 or no? It's a nice number. I think we got to 43. Any gangster worth his salt doesn't get caught. Exactly. In our world over here, who does less time? Yeah. Huh. Oh, yeah, nah. You know. Stigs telethon on Columbus Day. The longest we ever did was 4 hours. We're not doing that today. Would be nice to have that law in the States. Yeah, see no evil. Things would be good on the street. No, I did not, Baywatcher. No, I did not. I don't know. It's different because murder is different. It's different. I was thinking about this yesterday as I was in the neighborhood, and I'm saying to myself, what would it be like to be the boss? All the bosses get life in the U.S. They get life because they're responsible for the death of somebody. That's interesting. Yeah, Rebecca, that's interesting. Murder, get an ankle bracelet? A cooperator would. I can answer that question very quickly. Rebecca, we can answer this very easily. A cooperator. It's called a dry snitch. We called it a dry snitch, Rebecca. That's how. Boss of any group, you're done. Rebecca, come on. It's a very easy thing to answer. I got your answer, Rebecca. They're speaking. Will you be fighting with the Native Indians on Columbus Day, just like in The Sopranos? No, you're crazy. The Sopranos. No, that's the answer, right? Oh, vehicular manslaughter. That's different. No, she's talking a body. How do you know he didn't snitch? You don't know that. We call it a dry snitch, Rebecca. I'm not debating with you. I'm just telling you from some experience. There's dry snitches out there. Yeah. True. That's true, the judge. Yes. Yes. Kristen, yeah. Jackie Gleason and gambling? No. Just Judge Falcone with gambling. Judge Falcone in Newark, he was a gambler. He's looking to put me away for 5 years for bookmaking, yet he's at the track every night. That was his sentence for killing a guy who was on purpose, news, and also. Okay, dry snitch. That means nobody knows he's a snitch. Right? We had a guy in New York giving information for 20, 25 years. It came out eventually. Whitey Bulger, same thing. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Dry snitches get out also. You will never know he was a snitch. You'll never know. He prompted other investigations with his dry snitching. He had a bracelet on. He was out for murder, and nobody wondered why. Over here, you're probably going to get clipped for having that. Yes. Organized crime problems. You don't get punishment for anything in Canada. I'm sure I can get record. They're not in records. You'll never know. No. You're missing something, Rebecca. You will never, ever know that they were dry snitches. It's not in documents. It's nowhere. A dry snitch is a verbal commitment to the authorities. It's called a dry snitch. So you're asking that question based on the experience over here. We would say that he was a dry snitch, whoever that guy was. Yes, you'll never know it. They'll die with it. They'll die with it. There's dry snitches everywhere. Yes, show tonight. Sure, Big Tuna. Yes, every night. I think, as of now, a show, depending on what I'm doing. Right. Confidential informants. And when they take you to trial, they show. Yeah. Oh, I guess so. Yeah, probably, Rebecca. That would make sense. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. You're right. Let's go with another clip before we get out of here. What do we got here? We got another clip here. We're going to show. There we go. We're just talking bullshit today.
Are so prominent, and because investigators have gotten an inside look at how La Casa Nostra operates in Dade County.
Reputed New Jersey underworld boss Ruggiero Boiardo, also known as Richie the Boot, has been indicted on charges of illegally owning and operating a Las Vegas casino. 4 others were named in those federal indictments, including 2 dead men. They are Anthony Russo, who was murdered in Long Branch earlier this year, and his brother John, who died a natural death last year. The 5 are accused of managing the operation of the Jolly Trolley Casino, skimming off profits and bribing a police officer to keep the ownership secret. These latest indictments are part of a major state and federal investigation into organized crime. Last May, the 88-year-old Boiardo was arrested along with 8 others on numerous charges, including conspiracy, robbery, and murder. That was part of the state's investigation, which Attorney General John Degnan said would prove once and for all there really is a nationwide network of organized crime. Those cases have not yet come to trial. Boiardo and the others indicted today face a 40-year jail term if convicted on the federal charges alone. Tape recordings which reportedly prove that organized crime operates in New Jersey were supposed to have been played in open court today, but they weren't. Steve Taylor explains. Steve?
Karen, it was a preliminary hearing.
No, you're surely able to own a casino. They were skimming. It's not illegal, but they were skimming, apparently, whatever they were doing there. That's really crazy there. That's unbelievable there, Rebecca. That really is crazy. Exactly. All right. Only if you don't kick up. Yeah. Yeah, you can own whatever you want to own. It's not illegal to own a casino. The Jolly Trolley was like a Jersey thing. In the States, the courts would not have the knowledge the feds have if it wasn't for... Yes, you're right. Always with the skim. America is tougher. I'll give you that 100%. America is tougher overall. I'll give you that. That's 100% correct. No doubt. No doubt. 100%. You're true. You're true. Let's go with some other boring nonsense this morning. I got nothing to talk about. I got nothing to deliver to you guys.
For 8 men accused of extortion, conspiracy, and murder. The prosecution's case is built around tape recordings, which would have been heard today, except that some legal wrangling took longer than expected. The best known of the 8 defendants is Ruggiero Boiardo, known as Richie the Boot. He has been described as a captain in the Genovese crime family. Boiardo didn't show up in Judge Michael Imbriani's court in Somerville today, but co-defendants Louis Ferrari and Angelo Sica did. Assistant Attorney General Michael Brown had the tape equipment all set up, but first he called State Police Detective Dominic Trocchia to the stand. Trocchia described how he planted a small tape recorder under the clothing of an informant named Richard Bonnert. Sometimes, he said, Bonnert wore the device.
Richie is dead. Richie the Boot is dead. Richie the Boot is dead, James Simpson. Legend over here. Legendary underworld figure over here.
Inside an athletic supporter. Trocchia said that Bonnert then met with men to whom he owed money, and police recorded the conversations. Defense lawyers asked Judge Imbriani to suppress the tapes using several technical arguments which the judge didn't buy. So tomorrow, the tape recorder will be turned on for the first of about 50 hours of conversations. Now, it'll take more than 2 weeks to get through the tapes, and only after that will the judge decide whether they can be used as evidence. Boiardo and the other men won't actually go on trial until sometime in the spring, probably in March. In that trial, prosecutors say they'll prove the existence of a nationwide crime organization involved in gambling, loan sharking, extortion, and murder. Karen?
Thanks, Steve. Good evening. A mystery has cast a shadow over the great mob trial, now winding up in Freehold. The judge in the trial did not appear in his courtroom until late today, and when Superior Court Judge Michael Imbriani finally took the bench at 4:15, he simply announced one juror had been excused and the others immediately sequestered at a nearby hotel. The judge reported he had spent the day interviewing each juror with only a court reporter present. He would not say what prompted his surprise actions, but trial observers assume the judge may have gotten word the jurors were talking about the case to one another, or worse, that there may have been an outside attempt to influence the jury.
8 men were indicted.
How it's very hard. How do jurors not talk to each other? How isn't it difficult, especially in New Jersey? The newspapers, the news, very difficult. James, I recommend this book to you, buddy. If you're interested in Richie the Boot, this is one of the good books. In the Godfather Garden. You will like this book, I promise you, if you can get this book. In the Godfather Garden. You will love it. You will love it. Yeah. It's hard. You never been summoned to jury duty? Yeah. Very weird when you're looking at a jury. It's very, very weird. I don't know if this is interesting to you guys, but I said I would stay on. In the Godfather Garden, yes. In the Godfather Garden. You're late, Teresa. You're only 2 hours late. You're not late. You missed the show. You're not late. Good morning, Teresa. I had to stop to get chapstick. I had to stop to get water. We wish you have a wonderful week too, Teresa Murphy. Thank you for stopping in. We're doing nonsense this morning, Teresa. We're doing nonsense this morning. You're not missing much. There's not much going on here. We're going over some old mob stuff and nonsense here.
Last May for conspiracy, extortion, and murder. The defendants include Ruggiero Boiardo, also known as Richie the Boot, who prosecutors say is linked to the Genovese crime family. None of the defendants was in court today, as the first of about 50 hours of recorded conversations was played. Today's tapes were actually pretty mild, with no obvious incriminating statements. A police informant had been rigged with a hidden tape recorder, and then he talked to people to whom he owed money. In one conversation played in court today, we heard another man say this to the informant: "If you can't meet these obligations," meaning the debts, "I don't want to see nothing happen to you. If you can't make these obligations, forget about it. I can't help you." Now, that statement could be interpreted as a threat, but somebody else, like a defense lawyer, could also call it friendly advice.
And that's where the problem comes in. When you borrow money off the street, they tell you, don't take this money if you can't pay it back. If you can't make the VIG every week, don't borrow this money. Yes. Wow, yeah. I see a Latin butterfly. Don't borrow this money from me. I'm telling you now, if you can't make the VIG every week, don't take the money. Then don't go cry to somebody when you can't pay. Right? That's where the extortion charge comes in, which is bullshit. Because a loan shark lends you the money with the arrangement, the agreement. You're going to pay every week. Now you renege. Now the loan shark comes after you. Now they call it extortion. It's a tough fucking business. I don't recommend it. I do not recommend it. But that's a way of life around, it was a way of life over here. So in many neighborhoods, it was a way of life, an absolute way of life. So
Prosecutor Michael Brown said the statement was made by Anthony Little Pussy Russo, who was killed in a gangland-style shooting earlier this year. Brown hopes to prove that some of the defendants who worked for Russo committed illegal acts. The state says that tapes yet to be played will show that an organized crime network involved in loan sharking, gambling, and murder operates in New Jersey. For the third day in a row, defense lawyers argued strongly that the tapes should not be played with news reporters present. They say such an open display of prosecution material will make it harder for the defendants to get a fair trial. So far, Superior Court Judge Michael Imbriani has overruled those objections, but the defense lawyers say they haven't given up yet. And the 8 men are not on trial yet. The tape playings are part of a pretrial hearing, which should last several weeks.
Off the profits. Lacey also agreed that January 7th as the trial date. Boiardo, along with another Long Branch man, also awaits trial on a 24-count. The 6 have been charged. Says he needs more time to review the evidence. Reputed mob chief Ruggiero Richie the Boot Boiardo and 5 others pleaded innocent today in Newark federal court on charges they illegally infiltrated a Las Vegas casino. The 6 have been charged with 15 counts of racketeering, conspiracy, bribery, and other offenses stemming from the operation of the Jolly Trolley Casino in Las Vegas. The judge in the case set January 7th as the trial date. Boiardo.
see, not many people know this, but a lot of Vegas stuff was coming here to Jersey. That wasn't just Chicago and all those other areas. Jersey had one casino. Stigs, why did they call him the Boot? Do you have a nickname? My nickname is Stigs. I have a built-in nickname. Richie the Boot, because he came from Italy. Little Pussy got killed. Pussy Russo got killed in Long Branch, 1979. Harbor Island Spa. 3 guys allegedly did it. Pee Wee, Anthony DeVingo, and Joe Zara. We don't know. It's alleged. The Boot, because he came from Italy, was one. And he was a bootlegger. That's another. So Richie the Boot, it could be 2 things. They called him Diamond Richie, Richie the Boot. Yeah, so that's what it was. Either because from Italy and he was a bootlegger. He was a bootlegger. Yeah. He was a bootlegger, Richie the Boot. Yep. Yes. Now, we're not glorifying.
Along with another Long Branch man, also awaits trial on a 24-count state indictment. The state charges the two, along with several other Arizona men, belong to nationwide underworld syndicate involved in gambling, robbery, loan sharking, extortion, and murder.
The state attorney general's case against 6 reputed mobsters, scheduled to get underway Monday, suffered a blow today. One of the key witnesses, former mob hitman Patrick Pizzuto, changed his mind and told a Superior Court judge he would not testify for the state. But Phelps Hawkins reports the blow against the prosecution's case may not be fatal.
Patrick Pizzuto had agreed to testify for the state in what has been called the Great Mob Trial. Pizzuto has now changed his mind in a dispute over the deal he made with state prosecutors. But the trial is going ahead anyway, based mainly on secretly recorded tapes, some 60 hours of them. They paint a picture of Godfather-like mob business, which state officials have said proves for the first time that a secret nationwide criminal organization does exist. Until recently, the chief target of the massive state case was Ruggiero Richie the Boot Boiardo, considered the most powerful crime boss in New Jersey and an officer in the Vito Genovese crime family. But Superior Court Judge Michael Imbriani excused the 89-year-old Boiardo because
he was made by Vito Genovese. He was a Vito Genovese loyalist, you know. It was named to the news like his back in the day. Every week it was something happening. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, it was normal. You're right, PD. You don't see that anymore. Every week somebody was getting pinched. Yeah, so that's where you got Stony Tony. That's what you got. Feel like a little baby this morning? Oh, Rebecca, you were very instrumental in the show today. Hey, look at Latin butterfly. Rebecca, you were very, very instrumental in the show today. Hope you enjoyed the conversations. Did you enjoy this today, Rebecca? I hope you did. I hope you did. Let's go a little more with this. And we got one more after this, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here after this. The old fella looks like he'd put that boot in your ass. You're right. You are right. I'll give you that. You're 100% correct. I'm so glad they give me the permission
because of failing health.
To play these.
One other defendant has been found too ill for trial, and yet another has already pleaded guilty to conspiracy and gambling charges. That leaves 5 defendants, whose trial begins at Monmouth County Courthouse on Monday, where the state has set up special security arrangements. Employees inside Monmouth County Courthouse say everything's normal. Monday's trial is just like any other. But Sheriff Paul Kiernan declined to make any comment, admitting he didn't want anything he might say to influence the outcome of the trial. And there's no question this is a very sensitive case. One employee reported that everything is under the very careful control of the state attorney general's office. And even today, security was tight. Our camera crew wasn't even allowed on the lawn outside the courthouse. And come Monday, reporters will need special passes, one to each newspaper or broadcast station, to be allowed in the courtroom. Searches will be common procedure. State police will be on hand. And the courtroom has been specially selected by the state attorney general's office because of its isolation and its distance from any windows. Jury selection will be the first order of business Monday.
Good evening. There was bad news this morning for alleged mob hitman Patrick Pizzuto. A judge said no to Pizzuto's request to change his murder plea to not guilty. Phelps Hawkins has the story.
As the sheriff's car whisked him into a basement parking spot, Pizzuto waved at cameras from the back seat. That bargain, because he's essentially saying to Pizzuto, okay, Pat, we've been protecting you for that, plus the fact that the freehold trial will be Cosa Nostra. And now that you've backed out on your deal with us, maybe the family will welcome you back with open arms. But maybe not. And there's always a chance that Patrick Pizzuto will do some hard thinking about his future. Also, his attorney is already planning the appeal to next week's sentence.
So Patrick Pizzuto backed out of his agreement. He became a witness and then decided not to cooperate, then decided not to testify.
Whatever that sentence might be. That, plus the fact that the freehold trial will be going on for at least several months, means that Patrick Pizzuto will have ample time for thought. I'm Phelps Hawkins.
It's been dubbed the Great Mob Trial, and it begins tomorrow amidst tight security in the Monmouth County Courthouse in Freehold. State prosecutors hope to prove, for the first time in court, the existence of a nation.
So that's that. Anyway, you guys can go look up Richie the Boot. That was that there. Very interesting. We're going to show one more clip here. You guys have seen it. This is Pussy Russo. This is Pussy Russo. Let's go here, guys. Let's go right here. Here we go. This is a quick one.
A reputed mobster, Anthony Russo, was found shot to death this morning. Russo is known to law enforcement figures and others by his nickname Little Pussy. His body was found in his efficiency apartment at the posh Harbor Island Health Spa in Long Branch. Jeffrey Hall reports.
Russo's body was discovered at about 9:15 this morning by a spa employee in Russo's fourth-floor apartment where he'd been living for the last 9 months. Authorities say the body was lying face up on the bed, stretched toward a view of the ocean, the same view seen from the room next door. Russo was 62. A preliminary autopsy report indicates he died from gunshot wounds to the head. Authorities say they don't have any suspects and won't talk about a motive. Mr. Russo's attorney said that a lot of jewelry and a lot of cash was missing. Would you speculate that robbery might have been a motive?
No, I wouldn't speculate on any motive, and I wouldn't even comment on anything that Mr. Russo's attorney might have said.
Russo, a third-grade dropout, allegedly got his start in organized crime, chauffeuring for one-time mafia boss Vito Genovese. Police say Russo went on to become the mafia kingpin in Monmouth County, controlling the rackets along the Jersey Shore. But to an owner of the Harbor Island Spa, famous for its daily massages, Russo is an ideal tenant, well known among the staff for his friendly nature and generous tips.
I saw him about 3 or 4 times a week in the lobby, and he was kind of a quiet man, had a really nice word for everybody. He was an excellent tipper. The help liked him very much, and he was generally a very good tenant, paid his bills on time.
Authorities say about the only substantial piece of property Russo left behind at the spa was his silver Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Perhaps the biggest mystery surrounding Russo is how he got his nickname. Insiders say Russo would tell everyone that they called him Little Pussy because they called his brother Big Pussy. In Long Branch, I'm Jeffrey Hall.
Reputed mobster Anthony Russo was buried today as the investigation into his killing continued. There were a few mourners at the church this morning when the alleged kingpin of the rackets in Monmouth County went through his boyhood neighborhood for the last time. Jack Connerty reports.
Reputed to be a member.
That's where my videos came from yesterday. That's my church right there. That's the church I will be at all week. I walk in and out of that church weekly. Wow, crazy to show this.
Member of the Genovese crime family and one of the most powerful mobsters in the state. Cameramen and reporters waited outside, along with a number of undercover police who were checking the identities of the mourners and taking their own pictures. But there wasn't much to see. A federal undercover agent says not one identifiable member of organized crime showed up for this service, and there were none in the funeral party. That's a sign of how far and how quickly Russo fell out of the mob's good graces. Russo died in his bed last Thursday in a room he rented here at the Harbor Island Spa in Long Branch. He had been shot in the head 4 times, a gangland-style contract killing. But authorities say they still have no leads to the identity of the killer, and the murder weapon has not been found. Russo grew up in this neighborhood, now dominated by the shells of public housing apartments built long after he left. The plaza here is called Ruggiero Plaza, named after mobster Ruggiero Richie the Boot Boiardo. But that was as close as Russo came to getting a mob acknowledgement of his death.
An undercover agent we spoke to said the mob's absence at the funeral confirmed his suspicions that it was a contract killing. Russo faced federal indictments for loan sharking and profit skimming at a Las Vegas casino, and he was under pressure to talk, to name names and turn state's evidence. No one seems to know if Russo had begun to break, but it's obvious that someone thought he had or would. I'm Jack Connerty.
So, James, I don't know if you're still here, James Simpson. That'll give you a little more of a background. They were Pussy Russo because they were cat burglars. They were both pussy. The big pussy and little pussy. And they were burglars in the area. They were thieves. So they called them pussycats. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, James, hopefully maybe that brought a little bit together for you. Again, I had no thoughts of doing this, James Simpson. Remember, I said I was logging off an hour ago, but I'll hang out for a little while. And so maybe you got a little interesting or not, I don't know. If one person gets a little interest out of this, we had a good time. I get to reminisce, and I could put names to times, and I could, put some things together here, the puzzles and the names I could decipher. You asked a couple of questions about nicknames, how they got them. I'm able to, yes. So hopefully, look, we had a good conversation. I did. Was it a one-sided conversation? Was it a one-sided show? I'm going to say no. I had a good interaction with you guys today. David Chase stole that. Yeah. Well, there was truly a Pussy Russo here. You know what I mean? Yes, he did love his Italian leather boots. You're sick. Oh, you got the Kindle version. Nice. They got it on Kindle. Well, guess what I'm going to do, James Simpson? I'm going to look for that because it never gets old for me, and I'm not a reader. All right. I'm very satisfied with our conversation this morning. Yeah. Yes. Well, look, we're going to go with nicknames. Latin Butterfly, are you still here? We're going to go out with a nickname song. You're dying over here for the names? I'll give you a few names. What do you want? You want? Pee-wee was Pee-wee because he was small. Tommy DePhillips was Pee-wee because he was small. Richie the Boot was because he was a bootlegger and he came from Italy. Not a very exciting name. Pussy was Pussy, right? Blackie is because anyway, there's so many different I can't get into all these nicknames. Oh my God. I can't do it. Some of it's embarrassing. Some of the nicknames are embarrassing, Latin Butterfly. I can't imagine. You can't imagine. Soft Shoes, my friend Anthony was Soft Shoes. Anthony DeMayo, Soft Shoes DeMayo. Father and son, because they were also burglars and you would never see them. Well, they said Soft Shoes, and he was from Elizabeth. He was a DeCavalcante guy. Now, Soft Shoes either came from you didn't know he was coming up to clip you. Yeah, with Nick's name. Soft Shoes was either because he was. Oh, good. You see? So it worked out for you, Latin Butterfly. That's wonderful. So Soft Shoes was either because he was coming up behind you to clip you and you never knew it. He was that quiet. Or for his thievery. So Pussy and Soft Shoes had the same line of work. Well, they were both clip you, but they were both thieves. So there you go, Latin Butterfly. Soft Shoes and Pussy had the same work. The same work. Pee-wee was Pee-wee because he was literally 4 foot nothing. But he could put you down. He could put you down. Oh God, I can't. Oh my God. Boss Lady Bird, happy birthday to you. You just came in as I am leaving. I am leaving right now. You see, Latin Butterfly, this show was meant to be an extended version today. And this was apparently for you and James Simpson. You see? All right, good. Wow, this turned out to be great. You're at work. Good for you. Okay, so we spoke about nicknames today, guys. Boss Lady, you have a blessed birthday, okay? You're fleeking, yeah. Listen, I'm going out with a song, and it's about Mustang Sally. Now, there was a Mustang Sally in The Sopranos, and Sarah Collins has a Mustang Sally song for us. This was not by design, guys. I had this song picked out before we talked about nicknames. Mustang Sally is a nickname. So Latin Butterfly. I had no idea we were going with the nickname conversation today. And wow, Mustang Sally was already set up to play at the end of the show today. My shows just come together somehow, and I don't know how. I can't make heads or tails out of it. I really can't. I don't know how this works, but I pull it off. So I'm wishing you all well. We're gonna go out with a little. Listen, we're gonna go out with a little Mustang Sally. Ciao for now, everybody. Have a blessed day. Tommy Stigs wishing you all well. Happy birthday, boss lady.
Mustang Sally, I guess you better slow that Mustang down. Mustang Sally now, baby, I guess you better slow your Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Oh, I guess you better put your flat feet on the ground. Well, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride. I say all you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Well, all you wanna do is ride around, Sally. Now all you wanna do is ride around, Sally. One of these early mornings, I'm gonna be wiping those weeping eyes. Yeah, yeah. I bought you a brand new Mustang. It was 1965. And now you come around, signifying woman. But you won't let me ride Mustang Sally now, baby. I guess you better slow your Mustang down. You've been running all over town. Oh, I guess you better put your flat feet on.